guys, thought I'd toss in a quick acoustic one today as well. This is Raccoon from the Beatles, from the White Album, of course, Paul McCartney tune. And I showed this to a student just the other day. Shout out to VJ there. It's a really easy song to play. It's just got a few chords in it. And but I want to talk a little bit about the way McCartney plays it. I'm going to play it with a pick for a few different reasons, which I'll explain. But anyway, the first chord in the song is an A minor seventh. And just as a note, when he starts it off, he hits the open A string and then follows two or three downstrokes. All right? But then once he does that, he's into the tune, and it's got a shuffle feel. It's swinging. So you've got that open A string, down, up, down, up, down. And that's what you'll hear pretty much for the remainder of the song. Now I'm playing it with a pick simply because I like the way it sounds. I like the way it projects a little bit more, and you can work with the dynamics a little bit more as well. They build the track by using percussion, bass, and honky-tonk piano. But with the way that Paul actually plays it, he had a couple of techniques as far as I can tell on the acoustic guitar, which you can hear in Blackbird and a few other tunes. But what he'll do is he'll just pluck that bass note, and you can either use the back of your hand, you know, come up with your thumb, and you'll get that sound that he has. But a lot of times he just uses his index finger as well, just, you know, going back and forth like that. So I'll leave that up to you, but that is a definite technique that he used on several of his tunes. So you can just simply play it that way. It won't change anything that I'm showing you. It's just a matter of how you want to play it. But again, I like using the pick because when you get to those heavier sections, you know, if you're just playing it by yourself, you can lay into it a little bit more. You know, and just kind of tear it up a little bit. So anyway, let's get into the tune. So as I said, the first chord in the song is this A minor seventh. And he starts the song off, as I mentioned before, by hitting the open A string and then three downstrokes for the rest of the chord. Right? And you want to hit those bass notes a little bit harder than the rest of the chord. But after that, he's into the strumming pattern. Down, up, down, up, down. And it's got a swing feel to it again. And you do that. So that's the whole intro to the song. The first opening bit. Basically 4 times, and then he starts singing. Okay, from when he starts singing, you're just going to play the pattern twice. And then we move to a D7 chord, which you can see on the screen. So we want to pluck off of the D string. Then we move to a G7, so we're plucking off of the 6th string. And what you want to do on this chord is make sure that you don't hit the A string. Just don't hit it, right? So what we have so far is and then we move to a C chord, but we've got the pinky on the 3rd fret on the 1st string. Now we're just going to do this one once. So we're swinging off of the A string again. So it's not a double pattern, it's just one. And then the ring finger comes off, and that 3rd fret on the A string is replaced by the 2nd fret on the A string using your 2nd finger. This pinky has to stay where it's at though. And each of those is played for one strumming cycle. And then it's back to A minor 7 twice. So let's review all of that. Now, what what you can think of for this next chord is think of the D7 that we had before, but add your pinky once again to that 3rd fret on the 1st string. And then take it off. So each of those gets one strumming pattern. All right, so from that A minor 7th, then we have you can see what I'm doing is once you've played that, it just loops around over and over and over again from the G7. So the pattern from the loop winds up being G7, C, the passing chord, A minor, the D, modified D7 we'll call it, no reason to get technical about it. And it just becomes a big loop, right? With the different dynamics with the honky-tonk piano coming in and out. So starting from the beginning and getting into the loop, I'll go ahead and play that for you so at least you have an idea of how it works, okay? So hopefully you could see that loop. And then after the very last G7, I just went to a C chord. It ends on a C chord, and I like to play it with that G in the bass. So there you go with Rocky Raccoon from the White Album. It's kind of a fun tune to play, and if you happen to enjoy singing or you've got someone in your back pocket who can sing, it can be kind of a blast to play. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and all the best to everyone.